Well,
And I'm Caleb, and on our channel, every week we review the free games from Epic Game Store. So, if you're not subscribed...
subscribe and enjoy the video in 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's move that a little bit.
Hey, Mika, how's it going?
Caleb, I'm just finishing this game, but it's a lot of war. I want this game to be the best possible, but I think I will just release it as it is, even though maybe it's not perfect.
What's it about?
It's about wolf, of course. You can see the wolf there. But there's still a lot of things to do about it.
Is this the wolf here?
I told you the game is not perfect, but I don't care anymore. I will just release it as it is.
This reminds me of a game also developed by one guy.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was called. The first something about a fox.
I might have used some free assets.
You just took the game and want to turn it into a wolf and release it as a new game, don't you?
Yes. I wanted to call it the first wolf.
Mikael, okay, maybe instead we could just review the game that already exists.
Okay.
That is called...
Okay. It is called
The First Tree, because it's about a fox, so of course it's called The First Tree.
Yes.
And it is currently free on the Epic Game Store. Normally $10 on Steam. You can get it from April 15th to April 22nd, 2021 on the Epic Game Store. Claim it and keep it forever. But is it worth your time? That's our question.
Well, talking about time, this game took actually 1,000 hours to make.
1,000 hours.
By one guy only. That is the David Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And he made it completely in Unity. So this is an indie game made just by one person. And it's about fox, and it's not about fox.
Because the fox is...
Yeah.
Well, right... Okay, it's not a spoiler. Right at the beginning, you know that what you see in front of you is actually a dream of a fox. And the fox is kind of metaphorically telling the emotional story of the narrator who is going through a very difficult time in his life.
There's two narrators, actually. Man and a woman. And this game is pretty short. It might be short as one of the short games that we played before, like Inside or... Shorter.
Inside was like 4 hours. This, I think, between 1 and 2 hours.
Yeah. But there's actually online multiplayer feature at the end too, because this game has a purpose, and when you can actually gather the stars, and it actually matters at the end, because at the very end you reach the first tree. And you can type the message that is long with up to letters, up to how many stars you collected.
Your message can use the number of characters as the number of stars that you collected. Yeah. And I don't think that's a spoiler. Like I wish that we knew something like that at the beginning, because it would give more sense to collecting the stars. Otherwise, it feels kind of random.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think the creator really wanted to give you no hints and just to immerse into the game. And I think we will go into the should you
already.
Should you play it, because
everything is going to be about personal opinion.
It's going to be personal opinion.
You're right.
Yeah, because as we tried to do in the intro, there's probably nothing in this game that is perfect, and it probably could use some more edit
polish,
like for 1 year or two, and maybe then it's going to be perfect, because the move of the fox is probably the most detailed thing in here. But it feels a little bit like a riding a motorcycle or something,
because you're actually controlling from the tail of the fox, and the fox goes around like this. For 90% of the game, the fox is your vision on the world, but it's kind of hard to have an emotional attachment to the fox, I think.
Okay. Caleb, I'm gonna say it right away.
Okay.
The game is not perfect.
No.
It actually sucks.
Wait. What specifically sucks? The whole game, or...
The fact that it's very short, the visual is... Sometimes it's really great.
So you would like it to be longer?
Nothing about this game is perfect except one thing. And because of this one thing, I'm gonna say yes. But I'm going to say why. I didn't like this game. But I didn't like it because of one reason. Because I didn't suffer a loss. And this is an emotional game where when you suffered a loss, this might help you to deal with it.
It's about grief and death. Yeah.
And because I didn't suffer it, I just took it as a game. But it's more than that. And I actually know that it helped a lot of people. And because I actually know the whole story, how it was made. And I watched the developers playing the game and explaining everything. Now I understand. I really appreciate that he finished it. And even though it feels like unfinished game, maybe he would never release it if it would be perfect. Because it would take too much time. It would consume him. And it just makes sense that as it is, as long as it helps people to go with their grief, I say yes, because this is this is a very unique game. Because it's not about
entertainment or fun.
Yeah. It's about helping some people. So I really appreciated that.
That's very interesting. I think that's a first for our channel of saying you didn't like the game as a game.
Yes.
But you think people should play it. Or experience it.
I didn't like it when I finished it.
Yeah.
But when I discovered everything about it, I started liking it. So maybe I would even say, if you do have some difficulty, go through the game. If you don't, just watch the whole video that I watched about the game. That is, we actually
the developers playing it.
Yes, we actually put the video into the description there.
Okay.
But what's your opinion, Caleb?
I really expected you to say no. Because we exchanged some thoughts about the game before the review, and I guess I talked to you when you finished it and you really disliked it.
Yeah.
And from the beginning, I knew that it was more about an emotional journey and telling a story. And actually, I very quickly got the impression that the male narrator was the guy who made the game, and that the guy who made the game was basically telling his own story, something extremely personal to him. And all of this is true.
Yeah.
Now, because of that actually, for a general audience, that gives me a little bit of criticism because I think this got too personal and too specific. And a lot of the narration, it kind of forces you into a very specific story of grief and loss. That I have experienced some losses in my life, but because it didn't really connect to his story of loss, this experience didn't touch me the same way that I think it could have if it was about dealing with grief more generally or a bit more abstractly. I felt like it was too much. He was too close to this experience, and this game is more about him processing his own experience. So I actually would have liked for there to be more environmental storytelling, maybe even no narration. But somehow you're slowly realizing this fox is actually a dream, and you're noticing random things around that don't really belong there. And at the very end, it all kind of comes together. I think this would have been more touching for more people. And as Mikael said, there's lots of things that are not perfect about this.
Well, I also said that all that could be achieved, but maybe it would never release because he would be never happy with it.
It is what it is. And I'm on the fence because I think it could have been better, even as just a kind of a short emotional game about dealing with grief.
Definitely agree.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, through this week, I kept thinking about this game. It's beautiful. The music is excellent.
The music doesn't suck.
Yeah, it's really good. The environments are really beautiful, emotional. It's something special. This is a work of art. It's not a great game, but it's a work of art. And what we do on this channel is we take games that you look at it and you think, well, I'm never going to touch that. And we tell you if you should spend your time on it or not. I'm not saying you're going to love this game or that you'll get a lot out of it, but you might. And it's worth experiencing it even just for the world. I'm going to say yes, that you should play it.
I didn't expect you to say yes.
I didn't expect you to say yes. Like, man, we keep surprising each other after 2 years of doing this. Yeah.
I think
There's so much that could be better about this game, and it's not even a game.
Yeah.
This is
maybe
experience.
this is a problem,
This is getting inside David Wells' head as he's dealing with grief, and trying to understand it and come to terms with that type of grief. But that's pretty unique in the gaming world, so it's worth experiencing it.
It's worth, at least now when it's free,
especially when it's free. Honestly, if you didn't catch this review in time, I'm not sure it's worth $10 unless you really know that.
I think we said it. It's worth if you came through the similar process. You have a difficulty with grief. Then this might be a $10. It's like nothing if you get over the grief. So
it's not sure this is a silver bullet for dealing with death and loss and everything, but it could help. It's true. It's a very touching experience.
I read the comments and people say that actually helped. Of course, it doesn't help everyone.
Well, okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments what you think. Because a lot of people have played this before. It won a lot of rewards. Let us know if we convinced you to play it when you wouldn't have otherwise. We're always interested to hear if our opinion matters to anyone.
Or let us know, have you ever wanted to create a game by yourself? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to share this video, because Epic free games are very limited, 1 week only. So if you share it, more people know about it, more people claim it, and Epic will be glad and give us more games. So more sharing, more games, and more from us soon.
And if you want even more free games and great deals on games, check out our friend Low Budget Gaming, who covers the deals on all the platforms, not just Epic, Steam, GOG, Uplay, all of that. So subscribe to him.
And this is all. This is the third review today, and we got just new games coming.
Yep.
So reveal of the next free game, and Caleb will spam the link for that.
I will.
And we will thank to all of my members, because we are grateful to them supporting us all the way. But we are grateful to everyone who just watching this video till the end, because really there's a really small amount of people that watches till the end. So guys, thank you so much.
That helps us out a lot.
It helps a lot
with the YouTube algorithm and all of that.
More than you think. So if you can hear us, please watch all of our videos till the end. And we'll see you next time.
See you in the next stream, where we will be giving away For Honor and reveal what is the next free game from the Epic Game Store.
We already know.
See you there.
Already know.
We know.
If you,
it doesn't suck. It doesn't. It's.
We'll see. We'll see. We haven't played it.
No, we haven't. It's true. Bye. I am shocked, Mika. Shocked.